All right. Good morning or afternoon, guys. Whatever it is for you, maybe evening. I don't know. We got a lot of volatility in the market right now, and we have a lot to talk about. So, I actually have been putting off this stream for a while today because I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on in the market and basically trying to check my own bias to see what my thoughts are. So I called another buddy of mine who he's another good trader, and we've been bouncing ideas off each other all morning. And I think I have a plan. I think it makes sense now, or at least I know what I'm going to do. So slight adjustment. I say a slight adjustment. It's really not even a slight adjustment. I have even more conviction in the plan that I already talked about, but exactly what's going to happen during that time frame might be different. So I know that didn't really make sense right now, but just understand that like there's a lot I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm going to break down some things, and it's actually a little bit different than what I was expecting for this bull market. As you guys probably know, I have switched my bias from bull to bear on Bitcoin. I did that a little while ago. A couple weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And essentially the reason why is because this is a major show of weakness, and it's really, really hard for me to ignore that it is a major show of weakness. It really is, guys. So I have went ahead and flipped my bias from bullish to bearish on Bitcoin, and I don't think that we're going to get another all-time high. I mentioned several weeks ago in my exit strategy video that my goal was I was going to let this thing roll until we actually made a major show of weakness. Then I was going to start pulling out of the market, specifically at one point, okay? And it's called the golden pocket retracement. So essentially what I've been looking at is something like here. Let me erase that real quick. We have, this is our top. Let's say, hypothetically, that's our bottom. This right here is the golden pocket retracement of the entire drop. So what I've always said was I was going to wait for a major show of weakness and then sell the retracement bounce before a continuation down. That's always been my strategy, and like this has been something I'm very clear about. The big thing is whether or not this is the show of weakness. And the more I look at it, the more convinced I am that this is actually the major show of weakness that I've been looking for this retracement. Now, all right, now let's go into this part. Well, in 2017, we had something happen during this portion of the market. After Bitcoin topped, which I'm assuming it is topped, we had something happen. We had the major altcoins ran during this period. This is the moment where alt started to absolutely explode. And if you guys give me a second, I'm going to go and pull this up, give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about. I post so much in here in the Discord. If you guys are not in Discord, you guys are seriously missing out. Okay. This is the, I hope you guys can see this. If you can't see this, let me know, but I think you should. So this is the altcoin market, okay? This is the total market cap excluding Bitcoin. This is the total 2 chart, right? This right here is the Bitcoin chart. This is 2017. Look at these numbers, how they correlate with each other. So you can see 12 November, they both ran up in a similar fashion. Bitcoin actually had a bigger amount of a gain, but they still came up in a similar fashion. However, something very important happened right here, okay? This right here, December 17th, was the top of Bitcoin. This was the top of Bitcoin right here. You guys see this? Okay. Bitcoin reached the top, and then it started crashing, okay? But altcoins, same spot, December 17th. Instead of crashing with Bitcoin, we actually increased in price. The altcoins increased in price while Bitcoin decreased in price. You guys see that, right? Okay. Bitcoin finally did reach the bottom, and then it continued increasing this entire way up until we reached the golden pocket retracement. If you go from the top here at 20,000 to the bottom here at around 11,000, we got right back up to 17,000. This was the golden pocket retracement. Once we reached that on the total market cap, then altcoins crash and then we never saw another all-time high. Okay, same thing with Bitcoin. So essentially, this right here is a major divergence of price. Okay, right in this area, major divergence. Okay, this is where altcoins and Bitcoins did opposite. This Bitcoin went down, altcoins went up, and it was a glorious time for altcoins. We saw some absolutely massive gains. It was absolutely insane. Everyone was happy. If you were in the altcoin market, all your portfolio just increased exponentially. Okay, great. However, here's the big thing. We've had this drop, but as you guys are probably aware, let's go over here to the technicals, go to the total 2, altcoins have also dropped. Okay, altcoins have also dropped. So this right here tells me there is a divergence happening in this market, and it doesn't really make sense compared to the previous altcoin markets. It's not right, guys. It doesn't make sense. So because this has happened, or because this has not happened yet, something is wrong. All right, something does not make sense yet, and I don't have a good feel of the market. That's basically where I'm at right now, right? And so when you don't have a good feel of the market, the best thing to do is to, take a step back, really analyze it, and try to reassess your bias. And that's what I've been doing this morning. I'm really trying to figure out what the hell is going on, because this is what I expected to happen, but we haven't happened. Now, these are the primary things that I think could be happening. Okay, number one, this is a totally different market. 2018 or 27, what happened in 2017, 2018 will never happen again. It's possible. I still think it's unlikely. I think we're going to have something like this happen because it happens every other time. And a lot of the altcoins still do look primed and ready on the Bitcoin pairing, but obviously it's just not their time yet, right? So I still think we will get some sort of a rotation, but we haven't had any rotation. And that to me is concerning. So it doesn't really make sense. Now, the next thing I'm looking at is maybe the alts actually, or let me rephrase it, maybe Bitcoin hasn't topped yet. It's another option, right? Maybe what's happening is that this is just another higher low, right? Maybe this is just another higher low, and like we made a high, a low, a higher low, and then we're going to go up here and make another higher high. Okay, very possible. Okay, this is also possible. But, and this is so important, guys, I don't want to make that assumption because this is a very bearish structure. This is a very bearish structure. This is clearly, yeah, and I hear what you're saying, Magnus, all right? Like, that's possible. The problem is, this does not look healthy, okay? This was a clear sweep of the high or sweep of this high and then a drop down to the bottom. This is not very healthy looking, okay? Now, here's the, okay, so let me rephrase it this way, okay? Let's say on here that, okay, as a trader, your goal as a trader is not necessarily to make money, okay? The first thing that you need to be concerned about as a trader is something called capital preservation, okay? Capital preservation is key. Okay, capital preservation is key. That means you want to make sure that you don't lose the money that you already have, okay? And because there's so much uncertainty in this market, I need to go back and focus on this primary key. I need to make sure that I have capital preservation, okay? Understand, I have been in this market for a very long time, okay? It doesn't even go back nearly far enough, but I was here during 2017, 2018, yada, yada, yada. All this period down here, this is where I was accumulating all my alts, and I have had fantastic gains on my altcoins over this last 2 or 3 years. The thing is, though, if let's say this is a massive drop and this is the end, hypothetically, right? I have broken the key word, that the key rule of capital preservation is key, right? Because I don't have a clear idea what's going on in this market. So this is what my primary expectation is. I am going to come up here, make my Fibonacci retracement. We're going to come up here, and I'm going to let this thing, I'm going to let this price come up here. I'm going to take some profit right here, and I'm going to take the rest of the profit right here, and then I'm going to wait, right? I'm going to wait. What am I going to wait for? Until I get clarity in the market, okay? Now, how do I get clarity? Well, either it's going to come up here and we do drop back down, right? And then I can get back in at a much lower level. Maybe we sweep this low down here. Maybe we come down here to the 20,000 region, somewhere like that. That's also very that's also very possible, right? And that would be an area I could start getting back in this market, right? Or let's say we come down here and we just start making some bullish market structure. That would be a really good sign to get back in the market, okay? Now, the other option would be, let's say we do come up here, we come back down here, and then we start going back up. We clear this high. Guess what? I now have clarity in this market, don't I? Because then I know, hey, this was just a massive bear trap, right? This whole thing was a massive bear trap, and then I now can get back in the market a little bit higher and still make a shit ton more money on our way up to, like, 200,000 whatever, right? We can keep going up. But that is what my plan is as of now, because this is not matching what my bias should be right now. Now, another thing I'm looking for is what's going on a very important chart. This one right here. Bitcoin dominance, right? Our Bitcoin dominance chart, if I do see us break down from this level and our alts start to run, then I can start being like, okay, here's my altcoin season, right? The thing is, though, we haven't had it happen yet. So right now, what I'm going to do, not right now, I'm going to be patient, okay? Number one, because like I told you guys in my previous video, my exit plan video, I was always going to wait until we had a show of weakness, then sell the retracement bounce, right? Show weakness, then sell the retracement bounce, right? I'm not selling right here. That's stupid. It doesn't make any sense to sell right here, okay? This is a really, really bad spot to sell. If you want to do so, by all means, do it, but I am not selling here. I will sell at this region and this region. Those are the only two levels I have any interest in selling at, okay? Right here. This is my region from 53,000 up to around 60,000. That's where I'm selling at. But what I'm not doing is I'm not selling right here because of so many reasons, okay? All right. So number one, I hope that makes sense, guys. I want to make sure you guys understand I have full transparency of what I'm doing right now, because right now it's not doing what I expected it to, okay? It's not doing what I expected it to. And I have to be careful in this market because capital preservation is key, and I need to ensure that I don't lose the money that I've already made on this market. Now, this level right here is incredibly important, and I cannot stress this enough, okay? This right here is not the level to sell. Why? Well, let's start with this. Number one, this is the golden pocket of this entire structure. This is a normal place for markets to reverse at and for a healthy correction. This looks fine on the macro level. If you just look at this one structure independently, this is a very healthy retracement. Very healthy. Nothing wrong with that. Now, the next thing I'm looking at is right here. This is a monthly breaker. Not only a monthly breaker, this is the only monthly breaker on this entire chart. This is a very important key level right here. Now on the weekly level, we have this very important weekly level right here. And on the 3-day level, right below it, we have another very important key level right beneath it, okay? And lastly, we also have the 200 moving average that was once again tested today. So, like I just told you guys, this level right here is very, very strong. Okay, I love this level on a macro perspective. Okay, this is a very, very strong support level, and I do expect it to hold ultimately. But this drop is very aggressive, and we have not had a decent retracement bounce. So generally, whenever you have a movement like this, you're going to have something of this nature. You're going to have something that looks like A, B, C, right? That's generally how these retracement patterns do it, right? And if this is a corrective structure, let's say we do have a higher to go on this bull run or whatever, right? Or let's say this is the start of a 5-wave movement down. The point is, you're going to get a retracement. This is what happens, okay? It's not something that's like occasionally we get this. 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a good retracement bounce that's going to get up to approximately the golden pocket region right here. Okay, now we do have this 3-day point of breakdown, which I think is very significant. So could we just come up here and that be the final level? Sure. Okay. And then if we do come up here, and I do sell out a lot of my stuff right here, and we do get this C leg down here, and we do some bullish market structure down here, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to buy back in, guys, right? And then let's say, hypothetically, let's say this thing does drop down here. Let's say it sweeps this low, or fuck, let's even say it goes lower. Let's say hypothetically it goes all the way down to the weekly 200 moving average. Well, we got to go all the way down here, don't we? Find a chart that has it. There we go. Okay, let's say hypothetically we drop all the way down here to around 18,000 to retest the 200 moving average in the weekly, which is what held the price up on the previous drop. Do you think I'm buying down here? Of course I am, guys. That makes the most sense. But what am I targeting? I will target the golden pocket region and take profits there. Okay? Now, so what about altcoins, right? That's the next question. Let's talk about altcoins. Well, we haven't had our altcoin season. We haven't. And if you're around for 2017, 2018, you know damn well we have not had an altcoin season. This is absolutely not at all like we saw back then. Okay, it looks tremendously different. We have not had the rotation or any of that. So, no, we have not had the altcoin season. So what are we looking for right now, guys? Well, we're looking for the altcoins to pop off. Okay, we're looking for those altcoins to pop off, and right now they have not popped off yet. And what am I looking for? Again, Bitcoin dominance. I need this Bitcoin dominance to break down from this key weekly level. That's what I'm looking for. And whenever this happens, this is whenever I'm going to start buying alts like mad. Okay, because I know this is the sign that I'm waiting for to really give me the conviction that we are going to have some massive movement on the altcoins. All right. Another thing I'm looking at, the DXY. I want to see the DXY start to show some weakness because right now it's still way up here and it really shouldn't be. That's concerning. Let's see what else. Those are really the main things, guys. Like those are the main things I'm looking for. I really want to see DXY start to drop down, preferably dip beneath this trend line we've been going above for so long. This could drag out for a while, right? There's no reason why this can't keep grinding up here like it's been doing for the last couple months, right? This could easily get into 2022. Make that very clear. All right. And I hope that makes sense on my overall assessment of what I'm thinking is happening in this market. And like I was saying, guys, I've been thinking about this all morning, really trying to dive in and figure out what is going on in this market because this is not what I want to see. Okay. I don't want to see alts lose strength to Bitcoin while we continue to drop. This is unusual for what happens at the end of a bull market. So either the alt season's not ready to happen, we have more to go on Bitcoin, or it's a whole different market, which I'm not buying that narrative. I'm just not buying it. So Yeah, I hope that makes sense, guys. If you guys have questions about it, obviously let me know. But that's basically where I'm at. Hey, CB, baby. Hey, oh, yeah, go ahead and like and subscribe, guys. If you're not here, go ahead and annotate that. Yeah, absolutely. So inflation should be pushing the DXY down. That's what should be happening because you got to remember what the DXY is. DXY is the strength of the US dollar compared to other assets, right? So if we're having massive inflation on DXY right now, okay, then why is the strength of the US dollar increasing? It should be decreasing, right? Furthermore, the stock market is actually continuing to go up relatively, right? We're still going upwards. DXY should not be increasing while the stock market's increasing. That usually does not happen. So yeah, there's a lot of things that just don't make sense right now. And the most important thing that you have got to remember as a trader, capital preservation is key. Capital preservation is key. Okay? Dips will keep dipping. Okay? Like it's not like you're gonna catch the bottom. And I don't even encourage you guys to try to catch the bottom, right? I'm not trying to catch the bottom. I'm not trying to catch the top. All I'm doing is letting the market come to me and I trade what the market gives me, right? There's nothing wrong, okay? Listen very carefully here. There is absolutely nothing wrong with buying high and selling higher, okay? Like I told you guys, I'm going to wait until clarity in the market happens. That means I will not be buying Bitcoin unless this is invalidated, which means the only way for this to be invalidated is that we make another high. So I may be buying Bitcoin at $74,000. Is that okay? Well, if I now have clarity in the market and I'm looking at going to $200,000, I can double my investment. Yeah, of course that's good, right? That's stupid to say otherwise, right? Or you may say, well, why are you going to sell right here when you could have sold right here? Well, guess what, guys? I didn't sell right here. This is the best opportunity I think I'm going to get to sell, right? And I'm looking to buy back in down here. So I'm selling lower, right? Selling low, but I'm going to buy back in much lower, which is a net gain for me, right? Like it doesn't make sense not to do it like that. We have to keep in mind most altcoins have already have RIJ. I don't know what that is. You got to help me out, Bart. I don't know what that means. Sorry. Believe it or not, like I do really good with a lot of these charts, but when it comes to a lot of the technical and fundamental things about altcoins and crypto as a whole, I really don't know very well. So be aware of that. Oops, I don't want to do that. Yeah, so that's my overall thoughts right now. So, all right, that is my thoughts on what I'm expecting going forward. All right, and that's how I'm playing this market. And it's so, and like I was saying, it's not really a change from my plan. It's really not. I've always said, if you go back in here to YouTube, go to my channel, and I said exactly what I just said. Like my full plan, my overall plan was going to be
ready to.
My overall plan has always been risen hundreds of percent says here. Yeah, but that's not. Okay, so yes, a lot of these altcoins have risen hundreds of percent, but compared to 2017 and 2018, this has been exceptionally tame. Exceptionally tame. Okay. Also, the time frames of it happening are tremendously different. All right. This is just a lot different than the previous altcoin seasons. We really haven't risen that much on a lot of these altcoins. Okay. Like, for instance, a lot of our altcoins still haven't even broken all-time highs yet. Okay. And I'm not looking at these one-offs and two-offs like Avalanche and, Thorchain and individual ones that like exploded in price, right? I'm looking at the dinosaur coins, the coins that have been here for a long time. ZEC, okay? If you go back, look at where ZEC is at. That's a bad example because I can't go back to the chart. But like a lot of these coins have not have not done anything compared to their previous all-time highs. Okay, well that's too high, but here you go, right? We're still down here at 150 whenever the all-time high is around. This chart only shows it going up about 800. I think it went up a lot higher than that on some exchanges. But is the market more mature now? I mean, there's no reason for this, man. Like, there's no reason why a lot of these coins have not even broken above their previous all-time high back in 2017. There's a ton more money in this market. So why are these coins still so far behind? All right, like it doesn't make sense to me. So and then you have other coins like Ethereum, which have far surpassed what you would reasonably expect, but the money has not rotated. And that's the main thing we're looking for on this market, is a rotation, right? Like EOS. Like EOS was a monster coin back then, and now it just hasn't been crap, right? There's a lot of coins out there like that, like Dash, for instance. Let's see if it goes back. There you go. Dash was worth $1,600, and right now it's only worth $127 right now. Like this is not indicative of an altcoin season. All right, like we haven't had the movement like you would expect. All right, the massive money flow from Bitcoin into other markets hasn't happened yet. So, yeah, that's my thoughts right now. So like, I don't know. And like I was saying, and here's the important thing, and this is such an important thing to realize. Let's say I'm wrong. Let's say the market does go up. What happens then? Well, we're going to look at our technicals. We're going to go to our Bitcoin dominance. I'm going to see it breaking down. I'm going to buy back a little higher. Is that an issue? Not really. Yeah, that's not a big issue, right? I'll buy it back a little higher. I'll still make money off of it. And then not only that, but like if I go to other coin, or if I go to Bitcoin, right? And let's say I'm wrong and Bitcoin does break a new high. Well, guess what? I just buy up here and I sell higher. Like there's nothing wrong about that. As long as this right here happens, it doesn't bother me. Like it really doesn't, man. That's the important thing. So I had a really good sync in the market for such a long time, and I feel like I'm out of sync. So at that point, I have to be careful. And that's basically where I'm at right now. And I don't think many people do have a good sync in this market right now. It's really, really tough to trade. It really is. So, but here's the important thing, okay? Short term, right? Let's talk about the short term. What's happening? Well, what's happening is pretty clear. Let's go to this. This is a major, major support level, okay? Major support level. The daily 200 moving average, the golden pocket of the entire structure, a monthly breaker, a weekly breaker, and a 3-day breaker all inside this region, okay? This is an exceptionally strong level, and I do expect to hold. Not only that, if you go over here to the funding, oh, I already had it up, didn't I? Whatever. You go to the funding, look at this. Funding is really low right now. Look at what happened every time the funding goes really low, okay? Funding really low, what happened? Shot up. Funding really low, shot up, okay? Funding really low, what happened? Shot up, okay? What happens when funding is really high? That's a top signal, right? We have negative funding right now, okay? This is very healthy. This is what I want to see for a reversal pattern. So this looks fine. We are having negative funding at the most obvious, the biggest support on this entire region. This right here is the place where it makes the most sense for a reversal. So in the short term, I expect a reversal. Okay? In the short term, I expect a reversal. Could we go down a little lower, right? Yes. This low right here looks very, very like juicy. This would be a very healthy go down here, sweep this level, clear level to have an SFP, right? A swing failure pattern, which we've shown on this channel multiple times how powerful it could be, right? So I think that it'd be very healthy to have something like this where it come up here, come down here, sweep it, and accelerate back up. That is what I want to see. I think it'd be very healthy. Now, furthermore, we have to consider, let's say, this low, okay? I know it sucks, but we have to consider maybe we're going to sweep this low as well. Is it possible? Yes, I think it is unlikely, but I think it's definitely possible we come down here and sweep this level. And then once we do sweep that level, I think it'd be a very aggressive buyback. We would push up very aggressively. Now, why do I think it'd be a very aggressive buyback? Well, oops, wrong one. indicators, RSI. There we go. Because if we were to get a dip down to this level, okay, it doesn't, we don't have that much further to drop at this point, right? So the RSI will only do something like this, a smaller drop, in which case we will now have a bullish divergence. See that? Lower low in price, higher low in RSI. Lower low in price, higher low in RSI. This is one of the reasons why I think that this would be a really good level. However, this is the level I would really like to get swept. All right, if this level gets swept, I think we have a tremendous potential on shooting up. However, I think that this would also be sufficient. Just this would be sufficient as well, or right here. So either way, the important thing is I think that we are damn near done with this being over. I do. And the best way to know, okay, this is how you're going to know if we're done. Wait. Why is this off? God damn it. It went off the level it's supposed to be on. There we go. Okay. The way to know if this is over or not is by going to the daily level. Look at this level right here. Okay. We get a close above here. Above this level on the daily, it's over, okay? And then we can go up here and target, and I'm going to start selling aggressively these levels, okay? Now, whenever I'm saying selling aggressively, I'm going to sell from all of my positions when we get here. And I'm probably going to sell a lot, okay? A lot. I'm probably going to sell 75 to 80% of my entire portfolio at this point, okay? Now, what am I going to do with my portfolio? I'm going to leave it available so that if we do get a drop, because one of two things is going to happen, right? When we get up here, one of two things is going to happen. We're going to go up here or down here, right? There's no other direction we go, or we go sideways for a very long time, but like that's really all we can do, right? It doesn't make sense to go in the other direction. So, and then if we get up here, guess what? I'm buying. If we go down here and sweep and make some bullish market structure, guess what? I'm buying. Okay? That's what I'm looking at right now. I want to see it get above here or down and sweep into some damn low levels. Actually, it's not even low enough. I want to see it go all the way down to probably this block right here. This block, preferably sweep this, right? And hell, maybe even go down to the weekly 200 moving average. The point is, I'm going to have a lot of cash on the sideline to buy some altcoins and Bitcoin dirt freaking cheap if I'm right. And if I'm not right, I will be buying at a premium, or I will be buying 20% higher. Either I'm going to be buying crypto at like 20% of the current prices, or I will be buying crypto at 20% higher than current levels. Like, do the math on that, guys. Like, of course this makes sense. So that's how I'm playing this. Either I'm wrong and I buy a little bit higher, or I'm right and I buy tremendously lower, okay? And if we do get this dip down here, then what I'm going to be doing is probably, let's say I get it down here, I'll be looking for here, and I'll be selling this entire retracement bounce. I'll be selling my crypto somewhere around, oh, oops, wrong direction. I think how it's supposed to be done now. So from here to the bottom, I'll be selling my crypto somewhere around there, 618 to 702. And then I don't know what's going to happen. Probably going to keep going down because I'm really pretty bearish on Bitcoin long term. All right. And they'll probably have some massive crash in the market. I don't know. Right. Well, we'll figure it out. So the point is, this is what my expectations are. And I think it makes a lot of sense. All right. Andres has a question. What's up, buddy? Hey, Chris, quick question. What about short and long funding? I saw a little people very low, and that's a sign of bullshit. Yes, Andres, I talked about that, like, no kidding, probably a minute or two before you got in the chat. I just went over that. So, yes, it does look, the funding is really low. It is a very bullish sign. It looks really good. Yeah, short term, I think it makes a lot of sense that we are going to go up from here, okay? Yes, I think we're going to go up from here or very close, okay? The point is, I think right now we are definitely in the point to where we are looking for we're looking for upside, okay, across the market. So let's say hypothetically, let's say something like this happens, okay? Let's say Bitcoin starts to doing this, okay, and we start just grinding outwards, right? And let's say it grinds out for months. It's possible. It really is possible, right? And let's say our altcoins do start to pop off, right? And let's say our altcoins do go up here, and then they do start rising very aggressively and all that stuff, and we do get that breakdown in the Bitcoin dominance, and then we do get our alt season. Everything works out great, right? Did I sell? No, right? I would wait until we did get this spike up here, and this would be close to what happened in 2017 without the it'd be close to what happened in 2017, right? But essentially, I will still be selling at this point, right? And I'm still exiting my exit plan strategy, guys. Like, nothing has changed in my philosophy at all, right? I'm still playing this the exact same way. It's just I have to manage my own expectation and maybe your guys as well, right? So the point is, this market is not doing what I expected it to. So I have to be careful. All right, what are the questions you guys got? What questions do y'all have? Actually, let's do this. Before we go into questions, let's look at the market. Let's look at how we're doing right now, right? I started with that, but I really need to go through and see what's going on. So let's talk about Bitcoin dominance. What's going on? Yeah, no worries at all, Andres. Appreciate it, buddy. All right, Bitcoin dominance. Lots of stuff going on here. The key is we had this level that was established. If you go to the daily chart, it looks all ugly. But if you go to the 4-hour chart, it actually is right. Just some graphical glitches and stuff. But you can see we had this trend line established. We came down here. We tested it. We bounced up with a we bounced off of it, broke down, and I'm like, woohoo, here we go, alt season, right? However, we broke back above it. That right here should not have happened, okay? This right here should not have happened, and that's why I was like, whoa, wait a second. And that's why I was talking on Discord, and I was saying, hey, this level needs to hold. Like, I don't want to see it get above this daily level, and we did, right? And we're showing strength. This is different than what I'm expecting, okay? And this is a big thing that is really making me question a lot of my biases, right? And as a trader, you need to be flexible on what's going on in the market and adapt to the ever-changing environment. If you are stubborn and think the market's going to go a certain direction despite evidence showing you otherwise, you are going to get wrecked in this market, okay? So you need to be flexible and adjust your bias to what the data is showing you and not force the data into your bias, which I think I was starting to do, and I needed to be careful, okay? So Bitcoin dominance, we tested it, broke down. We actually swept the May 20. No, we did not. We did not sweep this low. Okay. Came down here, broke down, but we reclaimed that level, and now we're showing strength, which is what I did not want to see. Okay. Longs are pretty consistent. We are having some drops in longs. We're trying to get a little more longs in the market, which is pretty expected because we are at a major support level, but it's not increasing by a lot, which is what I want to see. Now, Bitcoin shorts are also not increasing. So this right now, the longs and the shorts are a wash. They are neutral. I'm getting no data, no information whatsoever from this information, okay? Dow Jones. Today, the market is down. Not tremendously, but we are down about 1%. So that means there is a little bit more bearish pressure on the market as a whole, on the crypto market as well. All right, DXY. We need to see some movement here. I want to see us drop down. One of the only things, there are two things that are going to change my bias and make me think that alts are going to run really hard. This drops down and breaks below this trend line, and it just starts collapsing. That would be really, really good. If the stock market accelerated upwards and this just collapsed, I would be like, okay, wait a second. That looks good for our market, right? If the US dollar just collapses, it'd be great for us. If the Dow Jones and S&P 500 just explodes in price, that would be great for us, right? I want to see that. We haven't seen it yet. Ethereum dominance. Ethereum chart is looking a little weird, a little weak, and that's another thing that's really really checking my bias right now. I have to be more careful because of that as well. Total chart. What do we got? This looks bearish as shit right now. This looks really bad. Yeah, this looks pretty crappy. Okay, Like, this does not look healthy. It doesn't. This is what I was expecting. Okay. Test, break above, hold the level, continue up, right? This is what I was looking to see happen. As you can see, it did not happen, right? We can all see this did not go the way that RTBro was hoping it would go. So because of that, I have to reconsider some things. Crazy, right? Okay. Test, break above, retest, hold it, continue off, make new highs. Great, but we didn't. We broke down. That right there is a sign of weakness. And that's what I've been looking for this market. Let's talk about this one. This is the total 2 chart, right? We have a cup and handle. Clean cup, clean handle. Break above, but we collapsed. We did not hold the breakout level. This does not look healthy, okay? Like, guys, like, this does not look healthy. We did not hold these levels. We did not do what it was supposed to do. Total 3, same thing. This should have held, and it didn't. Okay, I was looking to get back in this rising wedge and continue back up, but the rising wedge did what the rising wedge is supposed to do and actually broke us down to the downside. Okay. Hey, I appreciate that, James. Thank you so much, man. All right. Yeah, guys. Total 3 doesn't look good. Total 2 doesn't look good. Total chart doesn't look good. Like none of these charts look good. And like, understand, there's no reason. Nothing is gonna change on here if I do get my golden pocket retracement. Nothing is going to change. Look, come back up here, tap this level, continuation back down. Is that changing my bias by getting up here? No, it does not. This is still just a bearish retest. Okay. Yeah, bearish retest, guys. Like this does not look healthy. All right. Okay. Oh, that's done. Oh, something I do want to talk about, though. And this was actually brought up by one of my subscribers on Discord. Oh. I was starting to do an update, and I just like, I'm going to go live instead. Screw that. So, where's it at? I want to make sure he's credited on this because he did bring up a lot of really good stuff. So, Chris Dixon, are you in my chat, brother? Tell me you're here. I really hope you are, man. You're my boy. Chris Dixon was in here, and he was bringing up something really interesting, right? And what he was showing was that essentially Ethereum longs and Ethereum shorts were something that he was really looking at. Yeah, make sure you are on my Discord. Like, seriously. It doesn't, like, obviously you guys are getting a ton of information on here. Ethereum long and Ethereum shorts. Look at this. Ethereum long had a massive drop. Massive drop. You guys see that? And it dropped from 559,000 contracts down to, it was basically an 80% drop in a day. Okay, and let's see what day that was. That was 11 November. 11 November. Let's see what happened on 11 November. Go to Ethereum. 11 November. That was right here. Ethereum was at 47,000. So it was essentially like 5% from the top. And we obviously had a massive drop and it dipped very heavily, right? So whoever had those contracts knew damn well that was the top of Ethereum. Okay. Follow the money, guys. That's why I tell you guys all the times, long and shorts, you can get a lot of information from. This shows that they lost confidence in the Ethereum market on 11 November, which happened to be damn near the very top, right? Well, we broke up, or what's happening right now? We are actually showing some strength right now, and the longs are increasing, 36%. So that means someone out there is buying a shit ton of Ethereum contracts, okay? And they have enough money to defend those contracts. So, whales like to make money. Cool? That means is a bullish indicator. So, Chris, that was a great call on that. Good thing I pointed that out. I 100% agree. So it once again is additional confluence that this is the bottom. Guys, this is the bottom. I can't give you financial advice, but I am looking for this to be the bottom. Okay? I think that it's going to range around a bit, but ultimately I think this is the spot where this is essentially the bottom. Hey, James, appreciate it, buddy. Thank you for being a supporter on the channel. I really do appreciate it. Okay. Sorry, first class. All right, got it. Let's see. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, guys, like this is where I'm at right now, guys. I think the market, I think we're base at the bottom, and I think I've laid my case out pretty clearly as to why. There's a lot of really good confluence right at the level we are right now. So, yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense. The altcoins are struggling. They're like across the board, they're struggling, right? They are struggling. They're not. Expect there to be a lot of relief soon across the entire board. Okay, across the entire board, I am expecting a lot of relief. Okay, but I do think it will be a short-term relief, and then we're going to have some serious droppage. And when I say serious droppage, like, can you guys imagine what's going to happen if Bitcoin does drop down that far? Like, these alts are going to get slaughtered. Okay? Absolutely slaughtered. I've seen it plenty of times before. So I am going to have some serious cash available sitting on the sidelines waiting to buy some alts at dirt cheap prices. That's what I'm looking for right now, guys. Or I'm going to buy stuff a lot higher because it's going to keep going up because it makes some serious show of strength. And like I've been telling you guys for a very long time, show of strength, show of weakness. It's all I'm looking for, right? You adjust your trading to what the market is telling you. That's it. You don't overthink it. All right. Yeah. Cool. What else? All right. You talking about CRV? You know what, AOIT? I got you, buddy. I got you, man. You are always in my chat all the time. You always hook me up, man. You're always like being so friendly and helping me out. I got you, man. We'll look at some CRV. Curve Finance. Curve. So let's look at the BTC pairing first because that's what I clicked on first. No other reasoning except for that. I actually do like Curve because I have quite a bit of Curve based upon my CRV play. Is that a trend line? Yeah. Yeah, there's a trend line. Look at that. Son of a bitch. Yeah. I like it. So here's a trend line. We can see, not too bad. I think it's all right. So on the log chart, we have interaction there. A little bit of a interference here, but essentially we did break above it, and now it looks like a solid retest. That looks healthy to me. So the BTC apparently looks really good. Let's see if we have the same thing over here. I don't think we do. Off the log chart, nope. All right, cool. So we do have a series of higher lows, and it looks like we have broken above this. This looks pretty clean. I think Curve looks pretty good right now. Let's go to the daily chart. See what else. Actually, let's go to the weekly chart. Take off the log chart. What else we're looking at? Nothing. Monthly, nothing. 3-day. Wait, I skipped weekly. I did. We have this entire region, which is technically a breaker. I do like this entire region as a good support. So yeah, this looks good. 3-day, more isolated breaker right here. Like that. So we're a little bit lower we can go. Daily, 200 moving average is right down here. I really don't want it to drop that far, but it could. Yeah, looks fine. I think it looks fine right here on the BTC pairing. Let's look at Curve on the USD pairing. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind. Oh, there it is. Oh, this is the market cap one. Oh, there it is. Okay, CRV USDT. Ooh, that does not look good. That does not look good at all. Well, this is a weekly breaker. You guys can see that pretty clearly, right? Let's go to that. So this is a weekly breaker. We can tell because it's formed. Test, 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 test. Broke above, back down inside. We are now inside that weekly breaker, right? So that's a very clean support resistance flop. So just based upon this one thing, anywhere in here is a solid buy. I mean, anywhere in here. I think anywhere in here is a solid buy. All right, let's keep going through. Let's go to the monthly, actually. No, it's too much. No, I'm not done with that one. We already tested that. Nothing. 3-day. Not really much. Ooh, I like this. Okay, this is what's called a point of breakdown. Okay, this is called a point of breakdown. And if you guys have watched my breaker video, I've talked about point of breakdowns along with other breakers on here. And this is a very clean point of breakdown because, as you can tell, this is the last up candle before a massive capitulation. Okay, up candle, capitulation, perfect, right? So this up candle is going to act as a solid support and resistance as we get price interaction into it. So as you can see, we come back up here, rejected, broke above, come back down, tested, 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 and we're testing it once again. Now this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. This is the 5th time we're testing this level, but since we are getting bullish on Bitcoin, it would make a lot of sense that we'd also be bullish on this coin as well, right? Right? So yeah, I think curve looks really good right now. I already have a lot of curve. I really don't want to. Oh, I don't know. I might get more. It's also, yeah, I mean, we already tested the golden pocket region. We actually went right down here to the 702. So, like, I think it looks fine, though. I think this whole structure looks totally fine. Yeah, I think curve looks fine. I would definitely be picking this up here. I might actually pick some up here because it is very volatile right now. How's Bitcoin holding up so far? It is dropping. That's fine. That needs to go away. This needs to go away. Cool. I want this to be tapped. That'd be perfect. I really do want to get this tapped. I really do. It doesn't have to, but that'd make me really happy. So I want to see this swept, which already has been. We've already tapped it. So I want to see this one tapped, and then possibly this. I think that'd be a pretty aggressive one and freak people out. But yeah, awesome. Crow's doing good. What's up with this today? Very healthy structure. I like this structure a lot. And it's holding up very nicely. I did analysis on this on the I did analysis on this on the Discord pretty recently. So I was looking for around the 40-cent region, I'm guessing. Yep. Sub 40 or I will miss the moon mission. Sub 40 is what I'm looking for. I want sub 40. That's what I want. I might not get it, and that's fine. But that's what I'm looking for. Where am I at? Okay, that one's gone. What else is holding up very nicely right now? KCS? I don't know what that is. XMR is holding up. Interesting. All right, I want to show you guys something. Okay, I want to show you guys this. So there's been a lot of talk in my Discord about a coin called Meta Hero. Okay, as you guys are probably well aware, I don't know or care about crypto or about fundamentals or news. I don't, right? However, a lot of people do. Okay, and there's been a lot of chat in the Discord about this coin, and it's probably a good coin. I don't have any reason to say otherwise, right? Like, it probably is a really good coin. But here's the thing, right? I don't care. I don't care about fundamentals or news. The only thing that I care about is what the charts tell me. And I hope you guys can see this, but this is where it was at that point. Okay. We were at the 20.9 cents, right? We're at 20.9 cents right here with a 4-hour. And we had a daily breaker formed. Okay, daily breaker. We were doing a retest right here. I said, guys, I am bearish, right? Until we get above this daily breaker, I have to be bearish. I said there's only two directions going to go. It's going to break above here, continuation up, or we're going to go down here, and where are we going to go to? We're going to go to the golden pocket, right? Why the golden pocket? Because as we know, golden pockets are cheat codes, right? So I said, I will see you guys at the golden pocket if we don't get above this daily breaker. And I mean, a lot of people were like, what are you talking about? No, it's a really good coin and stuff. I'm like, that's great. I don't care, right? And I also laid out this other scenario. I said, well, if it can hold this trend line because it has to be an interaction, maybe that will be what needs to happen. It'll be like some sort of a ascending triangle to bust above here. But the key is we still need to get above this breaker. And, well, I mean, as you guys can see, we collapsed. And we came down the golden pocket. We tapped it. We hit the 4-hour 200 moving average. We actually went below there. And there's a daily breaker down here. And did we touch it? We did. We tapped it. Maybe. It's really close. Okay. So I said so this is just something I want you guys to understand. Like, fundamentally, I have zero doubt in my mind, because I know a lot of people in there do a lot of really good fundamental analysis. And I'm sure that they do really good research on these coins, but it's really hard to put into quantitative value into what the fundamentals or news are, right? So like I teach and I preach you guys all the times, all you have to do is look at the charts. So would I buy at this region? Yeah. Why not, right? Because this is a solid retracement in the golden pocket. We have a daily breaker here. I want to see it get above the 4-hour 200 moving average, but overall, I think now it looks solid. Okay. But this is just such an important lesson. I want you guys to understand that, like, don't stress on the fundamentals or missing out. Just let it go up, buy the retracement, and then let it go, right? Just focus on what the charts give you and don't focus on the news, okay? Same thing happened with Solana. Same thing happened with ADA. Same thing happened with, what's another recent one that happened? Oh, Shiba. Another Shiba. Same thing, right? I said, I will see you guys in the golden pocket. So there you go. Like that's all I care about, guys. Like I'm so disciplined in the way that I do this. I don't stress about anything but charts. I intentionally avoid all news and fundamental stuff. I still have no idea what MetaHero does or what it's for or whatever. I have no clue. No clue. I don't know, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but I don't give a shit. I don't care what it does. All I'm looking at is what the chart tells me. That's it. And I've been very successful just doing that. Let's see. Let me drink some of my Coca-Cola. I am not sponsored, but boy, I would take a sponsorship from Coca-Cola if they ever offered me. Speaking of that, I have been receiving a ton of sponsorship emails from people wanting me to promote their products or crap, right? Just understand I haven't taken any, and I won't. I refuse to. My wife wants me to because, like, they're offering some pretty decent money, but I'm not going to do it. So just understand that does happen a lot, and be very careful what you see on YouTube. If it looks like a sponsorship, it probably is, right? Just be aware of that. Oh, we're getting a dip. Is this Bitcoin too, or just Hero? I think it's just Hero. If you played MetaHero, might get that sponsorship. You're right. I mean, maybe, dude. I have had like no kidding. I have had some. I don't think I should go to my email, but if I go to my email on YouTube that I have posted up there, I get so many emails daily from different exchanges and cryptocurrency and things like that. And they're like, "We have the next best project, and you should be involved." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't respond." So just be aware of that. Be very, very careful on what you see on YouTube. Not only that, but a lot of times they're actually offering coins. They'll say, we'll throw you like X number of coins. We'll throw you X number of coins if you sponsor this project. And I'm like, so I can pump it and then dump it? No, get the hell out of here. So I don't do that crap. Just be aware. And if I ever did, like, just know if I don't know. I wouldn't do it. I really wouldn't. Let's see. Yeah, and a lot of these guys are offering some. It's not big money for me because my YouTube's not that big, but just be aware, a lot of these guys who do have big YouTube channels, they're getting some cash, man. Serious money. So you guys may know this or not, but my brother is actually a streamer for League of Legends. This is information. RTO. He might be streaming right now. Oh, he is. He's live right now. This is my brother. So I help him with his YouTube channel. And so he has like 37,000 subscribers. So like I know the level of sponsorships that these guys can get. And we have that YouTube channel. We also have another one called RTO Academy. This one has 38,000 subscribers. So like we've gotten some massive sponsorships. So just be aware. No, I'm not going to take it. Or here's what I'm going to do. Like, here's the thing. Like, if someone ever hit me up and was like, hey, can you do a coin review on this? I'll be like, okay, bet. And I'm going to go on there and I'm going to do exactly what I normally do. I'm going to completely ignore all fundamentals and news and do a chart review. And it may end up being that they're a really good project. Or it may end up being where I'm like, hey, this coin's garbage. Don't buy it. Right? They're probably not going to pay me, but either way. I don't know, guys. I'm sort of winging it today. I just wanted to start a stream with you guys so I can get you guys an idea what my thought process is going into this. But it's just, we're just waiting, guys. There's not much happening right now. There really isn't. I know it seems like a lot happening. Oh, let's talk about this actually. All right, so H-bar. Okay. I have been looking at this level. Okay, this level I'm looking at, I zoomed in, made sure it was accurate all the way down. There has been a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Interaction with this level, and it's invalidated a lot of it, I think. A lot of it's been invalidated. So, like, it has been broken down below it multiple times. So I want to go to a more low time frame one, and I did find this one. So this level right here is actually looking pretty solid, okay? So we have a level here and here extended out, and then we do have this, and it still creates the exact same falling wedge, but it's on the lower time frame. So yeah. Anything am I going to hold through? Your XRP? Yes. Actually, a really good question. Yes, I'm going to hold my XRP. And the reason why I'm going to hold my XRP the entire time and not sell it is because of 3 reasons. Yeah, 3. 1, it hasn't increased like at all. So like, I don't think it has that far to drop. Number 1, I don't think I'm going to get that better of a price. Number 2, the SEC shit is like, the writing's on the wall. That whole thing's done. All right. The SEC doesn't have a case. They're done with discovery. They're done. They're finishing up depositions right now. Like, it's almost finished. And I cannot imagine anything other than a positive judgment on Ripple's behalf right now. Number 2. Okay. And I know I hate fundamental stuff and crap like that, right? Number 3, those holdings. Oh, there's 4 reasons. Those holdings are like, it's so hard to sell as a U.S. citizen, and I really don't want to make a new account and go to like Uphold or something. So I'm going to go ahead and wait until Coinbase relisted or somewhere else that I already have an account at. So I'm not going to make another account and transfer over and yada, yada, yada. I'll just be patient. It's not worth the effort for me. And number 4, it's going to be because those holdings specifically, because I have not been able to sell it or trade it, it's all long-term capital gains tax, every freaking bit of it, right? So I don't want to screw with that until I'm severely in profit, which I'm in like, I think I'm probably at like 300 or 400% profit right now on all my XRP positions, but like relatively it's not that high. So I'm gonna wait until I have more profit, so I essentially can, what's the right word I'm looking for? pay less taxes on a greater amount of money. There you go. So that's my thought process. A lot of the other stuff I've already traded so much and adjusted and stuff that I'm okay with just loss harvesting and going for a lower prices, right? So that's my thoughts on XRP. H-bar, I don't know yet. God, that's tough, man. I don't know. I'm going to have to reevaluate a lot of my positions. And, like, I'm probably going to do a pretty mass liquidation of everything and then just reset everything at the end of the year. So, my accountant is going to hate me, but I think that's the best way of me doing it. So, we'll figure it out. What else? How's CVX doing? Good. Perfect. Okay. So this is the trend line I was looking at. Okay. This is on the Ethereum. This is the wrapped Ethereum pairing. So as you guys can tell, we tested it. We had a massive bull trap. Okay. Massive bull trap. That is legit bull trap. None you could have done differently. The volume was there, but we just had a massive drop. Sucks to suck. It happens, right? But then we came back up here, tested. We broke above. This looks tremendously more healthy than this. You see that? This looks like an actual retest, a bullish retest. This was just a massive scam wick. Okay? So we broke above, come back down, test this level, continue back up. This looks healthy. So CVX looks good. However, well, let's go over here. Coin, oh, wrong one. Whatever, I'll take that too. Coin Trader Pro, Jigstack. I'll go to CVX from here. Ugh, gross. Gosh, man. Screw this market, man. This is ridiculous. All right. Oh, that sucks. That's gross. Okay, we have some work to do. That's ugly. Ugly. Oh my gosh, ugly. Ugly. All right, I don't know, man. This looks pretty ugly. So level should hold right here. See that little breaker right there? If we're bullish, this needs to hold. Hey, my wife's calling. Give me a sec. So, yeah, give me a sec, guys. How do I pause it? And I'm back. All right, cool. So sorry about that. That's my wife. Apparently she had lunch with my mother, so let me know. Yeah, guys, I'm not concerned. Like, I know we're dipping right now, and I know we're dropping, but like right now, this is not concerning price action at all to me. I do think we're gonna come down here and sweep there, or worst case scenario, we come down here and sweep over here. But like, those are the two scenarios I'm looking at. I think it looks fine. But I am selling this retracement. Okay, I'm selling this retracement right here, right here. I'm selling right here. That's it, guys. Like, there's not much else to really say about it. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I'm probably gonna make a video, a short video that goes over my overall intentions right now. I might post that. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make that video, so it'll be like a condensed version of what I just talked about here. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it, and I'll talk to you guys in the Discord. I'll see you guys in that video, or yada. Appreciate you guys joining in. Thank you so much, and all that good stuff. And I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a fantastic day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Like always, deuces, boys.